Hi everyone, Anthony Morganti here. By now, I'm sure most of you know that Photoshop has the functionality built into it to replace a sky. But what if you have an image that has a sky you like and you just want to enhance the sky that is already there? That's what I'm going to be covering in today's video. I mentioned at the top that there is now functionality built into Photoshop that allows you to easily replace a sky, but there's also new functionality in Photoshop that allows you to enhance a sky that is already there. For example, I have this image and I like the sky. I just want to do some adjusting to the sky. To do that, we need to get a selection of the sky, and this new functionality is under Select, and you could go down to Sky. When you do that, Photoshop will select what it thinks is the sky of the image, and you can see it did a pretty good job. Now, I want to do some adjustments to just that selection. I'm going to use adjustment layers. And for this example, let's get the curves adjustment. So I'm going to click on curves. And one thing I want you to look at very closely on the curves adjustment layer, notice it comes with a mask. And notice that the mask has the sky masked in and the rest of the image masked out. That's because we had that selection to begin with, and it will derive a mask based on that selection. Now, anything I do with curves will only affect the sky. See how it's only affecting the sky? So what you can do is any adjustment layer you want to use, just do that select sky first to get the selection. And then you could do an adjustment. Now I'm going to add some medium contrast to the sky. Well, maybe we'll add even some more. Let's go to strong contrast. All right, so we added contrast to the sky, and it only affected the sky. Now I want to add some saturation or maybe some vibrance to the sky. So if I go over here and click on the vibrance adjustment layer, what you'll see is we don't get that mask carried over. So any adjustment I do here will affect the entire image. I don't want that. So what I'm going to do is delete it by hitting the trash can right there. So we're right back to our curves adjustment. Whenever you want to add a second or third or fourth or fifth or more adjustment layer on top of the one you first put on, you need to get that selection back. Now you could go up and select the sky again, but an easier, quicker way is to hold the Command or Control key, and it's Command if you have a Mac, Control if you have a PC, and click directly on the mask, in this case for curves. And you'll notice it gives us our selection back. Then I could go up to Vibrance, and any adjustment I do here, you could see is only affecting the sky. So every time you want to add a second or another, I should say, adjustment layer on top of the original one, just hold the Command or Control key in and click on the mask, and you'll get your selection back. And then you could then do whatever you like. You could add as many adjustment layers as needed. Now, there's another way to do this. Many of us like to work with Camera Raw because we're very familiar with Lightroom, and Camera Raw is basically the develop module of Lightroom. So if you want to do that, let me get rid of these adjustment layers. So we're right back where we started with our original background layer. I want to use Camera Raw to adjust the sky only. Now you don't need to do a selection ahead of time like we did, go to select sky. You don't need to do that because this sky selection technology is in Camera Raw. It's in Lightroom as well. What you want to do first, though, is duplicate your background layer because it is destructive and we want to preserve our background layer. So I'm going to hit Command J on my Mac. It's Control J on a PC. Then we're going to go to Camera Raw. We're going to go up to Filter and then down to Camera Raw Filter. Now, again, if I start adjusting right now, it's going to affect the entire image. And we don't want to affect the entire image. We just want to do our adjusting to the sky. So we need to go to the mask tool. It's over here on the right here. Click on masking, then click on select sky. It's the same technology that is in Photoshop. Now you'll notice instead of having marching ants though, it's giving me this red overlay showing me that it selected the sky. Now I could do adjustments to just the sky. So I'll add some clarity and I'll add some texture, maybe a little dehaze, maybe a little. And I don't know, let's bring the, actually I don't want to do that. I want to bring the whites up just a little bit. Blacks down a little. So something like that. So when you're done, click OK. And what you'll have now are two layers. The top layer is the enhanced sky. So there's before and there's after. That is the way I prefer to do it because I think there's a little bit more nuanced control using camera raw than there is using adjustment layers. But there are some unique adjustment layers here. For instance, if you want to add a photo filter to the sky or you want to do a channel mix to the sky, something like that, then that in those instances you would prefer to use an adjustment layer. It's easier to get that type of look done with the adjustment layer. But in most instances, I think you'd probably use camera raw. Just remember to duplicate the background layer first before you use camera raw so that you preserve the original layer like that. So that's it. That's how you could go about adjusting an original sky in Photoshop. Thank you, everyone who watches my videos. I really do appreciate it. I'll talk to you guys soon.